Hi, and welcome to the Ellen Gormley Crochet channel. Welcome everybody. Today I'm swatching with Berroco Ultra Alpaca Natural Undyed Fiber. So those of you who have trouble with dyes or just prefer to have a more natural product, this has no dye. This is Ultra Alpaca Natural. So it's 50% superfine alpaca and 50% Peruvian wool. Oh, so nice. Okay, so I have a hank. It comes like this. This is how it comes at the store. Oh, it's like petting a little pet. It's so soft. It really makes me want to pet it. So it comes in a beautiful hank like this. And it has 219 yards, 3.5 ounces, and they recommend a size H hook and hand wash in cool water, lay flat to dry. So very, very nice. So Ultra Alpaca Natural. Now I have in front of me some swatches that I did, and so these two yarns are the same. It's just different colors of the same natural yarn. So because animals come in various colors of fleece, then you can get yarns in various colors of fleece. So I don't know exactly all of my breeds of sheep and alpaca, but the way it comes from different animals, so it's undyed fiber. So this is the color of the animal. So cute. It makes you want to pet it even more, doesn't it? Now, with alpaca and wool, it does not hurt the animals at all to shear them. In fact, they like to be shorn because their hair gets too long, and then when it gets to be warmer time of the year, they really like a fresh haircut. So I've seen sheep shearing in person before, and they really love it. So this is alpaca and wool fiber together. And let's see what I made. So you know me, you know that I have to make a Tunisian swatch. Look at this. Woo! This is a Tunisian treble crochet knitwise. And I am going to teach you how to do this in another video, but this is what the fabric looks like. So I'll set this aside so that we can look at it again when I swatch it. But this is, can you see the light through it? Ooh, this is Tunisian treble crochet knitwise. This is the front and this is the back, and look how drapey. Can you see how much I love holding on to this? It is very soft. There is a little bit of a halo. You can see fuzziness up here, especially fuzziness, but it's not scratchy. It's not like, because it's a mixture of fibers, it's not like a real coarse scratchy wool. This is very soft. And it's not dyed. It doesn't have yarn dyes in it. So if your skin is sensitive, it's going to be a little less irritated by something undyed. So pretty. So this is the treble crochet, Tunisian treble crochet knitwise. And I'm going to set that aside. So take a good look at it now. But I want to hold that aside so I can show you how to make that stitch another time. And then look at this. I made just a regular kind of row back and forth traditional crochet swatch for you. So these are double crochets. So I made kind of trebles with Tunisian. Then I made some doubles here for this swatch. You can see the laciness, so pretty. And so here's the back side. I like to swatch in different stitches when I'm auditioning a yarn to see if it's going to be my next project or not, and see how it looks in different stitches. So this is a very nice traditional like shell with a little bit of a gap at the top. There's a chain one in between my two groups of double crochet for the shell. And then, you know, I love motifs. I really just love units. And I like working in the round. So I just made up this as I went along. So it is ruffling a little bit around the edge because I guess I get a little excited and put too many stitches. It's not the fault of the yarn, it's the fault of the designer. So as I'm swatching for designs that I'm going to sell, I make the swatch and I notice things like this, and that tells me I need fewer stitches around the corners for me to be happy, because I like things to lay very flat. So if you like things bumpy, you know, I would do it just like this. But if you like things to lay flat, I'm going to redesign this so that I will count the stitches and pull out Probably 2 on each side so that it's nice and flat. But can you get the sense of just how gorgeous the stitch definition is in this yarn? You can clearly see on camera exactly what the stitches are. You can even see their yarn overs. So looking at these stitches between my thumbs here, can you count the yarn overs? I bet you can, because it has excellent stitch definition. And by stitch definition, you can look at the stitch and know exactly what it is. So if I'm looking at this stitch here, one big tall stitch, I know it's a treble crochet or a triple crochet. I always say treble because it has 2 yarn overs. Here's one little horizontal bar, and there's the other horizontal bar. So 2 yarn overs when I inserted the hook into the stitch, and that tells me it's a treble crochet. Now don't forget that UK terminology, United Kingdom terminology, I think they call this a double treble. They tend to be a step ahead when it comes to naming their stitches. So here in the US, I would call that a treble stitch. I think in the UK, you can correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments below. In UK terms, that would be a double treble. Okay. Here's between my thumbs now is a double crochet cluster. I do have a video on how to make the double crochet clusters out, and see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double crochet clusters in the middle. But the point of telling you exactly the stitches is just to illustrate how gorgeous the stitch definition is in this yarn. It's so crisp. I can read the stitches so well. Even though the yarn has a little bit of a fuzzy, soft halo where I can pet it, it reminds me of the animal that that shared it with us. I can still see all the gorgeous stitches. And I have to admit, friends, I love crochet so much. I like to see my stitches. So I never really got into that furry yarn craze so much because you can't tell what you did with it. It's just a nice fuzzy, so it has its purpose, super fuzzy yarns, but I like to see the stitches because I'm a crochet purist, I admit it. So I have for you the Tunisian swatch. Okay, remember, recapping, Tunisian treble crochet knitwise, and then I have the lacy fan example here, and then I have the motif in the round. So you tell me below in the description, or in the comments rather, tell me in the comments below which swatch you liked the best and what you can envision. Now with this Ultra Alpaca natural yarn, whenever I see yarn that's natural like this, it makes me think baby, 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 baby. Because just like our detergents and stuff, we want to try and keep chemicals away from babies. So when I see a natural yarn, it makes me think, I wonder if that would make a great baby yarn. And you know what? This does. So even though it is cold wash, I think it said hand wash even, it'd make a great baby sweater. Now, I don't know if I'd make a baby blanket out of it because I don't really like to make blankets that are hand wash. But certainly a baby hat or baby booties or a baby sweater would all be very, very nice in this yarn. Can you imagine? So sweet. So I am just going to double crochet a little bit and see what there is to see here. Although I didn't make any single crochets, did I, in any of my swatches? So maybe I should do some single crochets so I can see how those look in this gorgeous, drapey, excellent stitch definition yarn. So nice. So yes, make a baby item with this. What would you make out of it? Of course, it would make a gorgeous anything for grown-ups. Hats, mittens, socks. It is a worsted weight yarn. You could make a sweater for yourself, a cardigan, a cowl, a scarf, a hat. What would you make out of Ultra Alpaca Natural from Berroco? I'll put the link in the description box below so that you can go find it. Thanks so much. Please like and subscribe for more videos.